Welcome, everybody, to the Ejected podcast. I'm Rich Jarbo here alongside Brian Loftus and my guy, Sonny Palmer. How are we doing, lads?
Can't beat this weather. It's a beautiful day.
Let's roll.
You said can't be. It's hot as shit outside.
Well, it's hot as shit inside right now. The AC's down. But...
Yeah, currently at the Ejected studio, we do not have air conditioning, so please don't mind the fan in the background. But first topic, always got to get into it, the ejection seat, because we are the Ejected podcast. I will take the liberty of going first. It's Will Smith, ladies and gentlemen.
For what?
I'm sure you saw the incident that went down, but I have made a clip here on the screen. Don't mind the little NCAA things that are going on in there. Just kind of tune those out because I made it and I didn't feel like redoing it. All right, so here's the clip.
It's perfect.
Nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard.
Yeah, again, don't mind the...
What do you mean, don't mind?
Wow. Will Smith just smacked
It's not over.
They just got the U.
Oh, never mind. It is over. He goes on to say some words about his wife.
There's some funny memes about that.
Oh, yeah. So, thoughts? Thoughts on Will Smith?
A little over the top. I mean, it's things he's heard for 3 decades being in this business. I mean, I'm old school. If a guy says something about my lady, that's how I'm going to want to react. But this is Hollywood. They're in comedy. It's something they've been doing a long time. If you go way back, comedians such as like Don Rickles, they've done this for decades. So
George Carlin.
Another good example.
At the Oscars, are you going to act like that?
No.
Was it staged?
No way. I'm glad you said that because I thought about it at first, but 2 reasons. Jada's face. I don't know if you saw that, but she was really unhappy.
That was legit.
It's the typical woman's stink eye.
Yeah, she was not happy.
You know, you saw the film. Will was kind of laughing at first, and you could see in the same portrait.
He was laughing.
Jada was.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll be amazing.
Gave him that look, and he's like, "All right, I got to do something right now."
But also, if it was staged, you can't F-bomb on TV. They would get in so much. They did get in a lot of trouble for that. You can't do that.
I didn't watch the Oscars personally. I heard the Oscars in American television bleeped it out, but in Australian television,
they cut audio. Yeah,
Australian television, they don't mind about cursing. And
I don't know what the rules are in Australia, but here you cannot do that.
This AC definitely is not working here. I can tell you that. Yeah. I might have to lose my...
Sonny?
Next on the ejection seat, the entire Los Angeles Lakers.
Oh, wow.
LeBron scores 30, 35, 37. They still can't get it done. And we know AD, always disabled, Anthony Davis, has been playing 1 out of every 3 games he's been on the Lakers. Still, as a team, they're 29 games out of first. They're still going to get to play in the play-in tournament. And it makes you think,
for now, right?
Maybe.
They're still...
It makes you think if
they're on the edge right now.
Even in his 80s, if a guy like Phil Jackson was coaching this team, they're probably a 6-7 seed. This is like the Titanic.
Yeah,
with this club.
It's disturbing.
They don't deserve to even play for a playoff spot.
LeBron does.
Well, yeah, LeBron should just play by himself because
they're obviously not deep.
Numbers.
They're not well coached.
I think it's. I say it every time we talk about the Lakers. I think it's the like coaching and the development team, like the people like the shooting coach and the defense and everyone that's in that coaching. Like I don't know what you call it.
Lakers are the 10 seed right now.
Right.
They're hanging on by a thread, just a half game over the San Antonio Spurs, coached by Greg Popovich. Who's a better coach, Popovich or Frank Vogel?
Oh, it's no contest.
I'm sure we'd all agree.
If they made it to the playoffs and they're playing Phoenix right away, remember what happened last year between both teams?
Oh, yeah.
What would happen this year would make that look like a picnic in the park.
Here's the thing about LeBron. He can make... he's still one of the most talented basketball players the NBA, if not the most talented.
He makes it matter.
He's top 5. At the very least.
Absolutely.
I'm sure Giannis might be ahead of him, Embiid, go down the list. But still, at his age, LeBron is carrying that team just to even have a chance at the 10 seed. Somehow the Pelicans moved ahead of them.
Oh, wow.
The Suns are a monster at 61-14 right now.
Jeez.
Can pencil them into the finals. I don't believe the whole Golden State. They get some recognition as as far as being a contender to go deep. I don't think they're going to beat the Suns, but we'll see.
They could. I mean, they got Klay Thompson, Steph Curry. Those two could just go off.
Steph is out.
But for how long, though?
He'll be in there for the playoffs.
You think so? I thought it was questionable.
They got depth. They got,
Still got, what, a month or 5 weeks left?
I think a month. May starts.
Before the playoffs, not much left. Each team probably has like 7 games left max. Some teams have 6 games left, including the Warriors right now. It's going to get interesting. So I would say probably 2 weeks left in the regular season before the play-in tournament starts, and then we'll go from there. But look, would I sleep on the let me ask you this: Lakers or Nets? Who do you fear more?
Nets.
Oh, the Nets.
Sure. Yeah.
In terms of the play-in tournament, agreed.
The Nets have shown a little bit of promise, I thought, throughout the rest of the season. They're dominant right now.
What they did Friday night in Miami. Saturday night.
Against the best team in the East.
They had a 37-point lead. They finished by 15. They beat Miami.
Mm-hmm.
That's
they were up
scary.
by 37 points in the third quarter.
You know what's funny? We talked about this on the last podcast that we had, the whole New York City mandate, and probably hours after our last podcast finished, the mandate was lifted in New York City.
That's
so now
right.
Kyrie, because we were talking about that, he can only play in 3 of their eligible 10 games left at the time. This was last Tuesday. Now that mandate has been lifted.
They have every game. And they have a somewhat rested
They
Kyrie.
got Kyrie. They got Durant. They got Ben Simmons.
They do have Ben Simmons.
Watch out for Ben Simmons.
Technically speaking.
They have shown a lot more promise. And you went and said, Popovich versus Vogel, who's a better coach? The Lakers have the talent.
Yes.
That's the issue. They have Russ, who is good. He's a great player. LeBron, obviously good. Anthony Davis, good.
To Sonny's point, though,
Carmelo,
Anthony Davis who is Anthony Davis now?
Yeah, no, that's not the coach.
Wearing a nice suit on the
bench.
Okay, when he's healthy, one of the most talented big men in the league.
When he's healthy.
When he's healthy. But he's a shell of himself right now. You would expect that from someone like LeBron, who's pushing 37, 38 right now, to start being like, breaking down. Anthony Davis is like 31, 32, 33.
He goes down like a house of cards.
Like a cheap suit.
You know what I think the issue is? I think the Lakers have too many people that don't care as much as they used to.
That's what I said. They're not deep.
LeBron,
whether it be talent or just maybe they're not team guys.
Yeah.
LeBron can leave right now, and that's fine. LeBron's a little older, granted, but LeBron can leave now, and he's set. He's done his part. Anthony Davis has done his part on the Pelicans. He's got plenty of money. He can leave. Melo is getting ready to leave. He's done his part on the Knicks. Russell Westbrook on the Thunder. All of them.
New players and a new coach next season. Besides LeBron, we'll see how much input LeBron has as far as the coach. I mean, hell, they might as well have an interview. The guy, you walk in interview for the Laker job, LeBron James is giving you a damn interview.
And the Spurs have DeJounte Murray, who's been a menace so far.
True.
Oh, look who it is.
All right, the gang's all here right now.
Maybe they'll
it speaks to my point. Like, you need depth if you want to win championships.
Right.
And
he still has something to prove, DeJounte Murray.
It kind of leads to my ejection seat right now, because I was kind of thinking about this. I was going to put the Philadelphia Phillies offense on there just for completely destroying the baseball right now here in spring training. But it's spring training.
It's spring training.
But I know exactly. So, Sonny, my ejection seat, I'm putting you on the ejection seat.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Because last week, and I looked into
twist.
this a little bit further, and I'm sure you feel much differently now that Tyreek Hill is a member of the Dolphins. You were complaining a little bit about the Miami Dolphins offseason. And to me, adding depth is very good. You added 2 running backs. You added Mostert. You add Edmonds. Boom. That'll help out Tua. You added also 2 pretty solid offensive linemen.
Injury-prone offensive
I know
linemen.
you said one of them gets injury-prone, but that was only one season if you look at it. All right? Armstead was rated by a bunch of these, the gurus, as one of the top offensive linemen in the offseason. I won't burn you on that for now, but now, so you added Tyreek Hill. I need to know your thoughts on the Miami Dolphins offseason as of today.
Better than last week.
Okay.
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill will do that for you.
Like we said, he's not a character guy.
No.
But whatsoever. But again, today's world doesn't matter. So as far as talent, I mean, he's made 6 Pro Bowls. He's the speedster that's going to complement Jalen Waddle. Besides a tight end getting a few better looks downfield in Mike Gesicki, think of life with a slot receiver. You're on easy street. You're not going to double team both Waddle and Tyreek Hill.
I don't know.
It creates a nightmare for the free safety. So a lot of matchups are going to change from last year as far as when you're lining up against the Dolphins. Let's see what the offensive line holds. Not just Armstead, the guard, Williams, who's penalty-ridden year after year. Let's see if the coaching can change that. Yeah. I'm not one of those. Some people, when there's a new regime, new O-line, they think we can coach them up. A guy can block or he can't. Coaching an O-line does matter. I think too much is made of it. We'll see. I hope this line dominates, at least to a point where you see Tua get to the next level. Not elite. Very good. If Tua is very good to great, this is an 11 or 12 win team.
I concur with you. And to your point, I almost got to ask you, it's almost put up or shut up time for Tua right now. Because now that you got Hill and Waddle, I think you have two serviceable running backs with Mostert and Edmonds right there. You added a couple pieces of the offensive line. This is it's Tua's time to shine or take care of your hair.
It is make or break, and I pray, being a lifelong Dolphins fan, it is make, because if you're looking for another quarterback again next year, it's not going to be like this offseason where you had guys like Aaron Rodgers, but he did stay in Green Bay. Russell,
go down
Matt
the list.
Ryan. Next year, you're in no man's land again.
I have
as far as
something-
getting a quarterback.
Since we're on the topic of the Dolphins, I saw this last weekend. I thought you would like it. I took this picture especially for you. Look
That's
at that
a sweet
car.
ride.
I got another one too. There's a dolphin on the side.
What you got there?
I couldn't pull that off, but
Isn't
that is a pretty sweet
Isn't that
ride.
awesome?
Nice. Is that your car?
That's my second car.
That's
yeah.
a diehard Dolphin fan, I'll tell you that.
No, those are the Instagram on the side of the car is Finn's Rider. So at Finn's Rider, you've got a really cool car.
Solid program.
It's a Miami
Finn's
thing.
Rider.
Pretty big Dolphins
it's a
fan.
South Florida
Badass. I can appreciate that.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
What do we got for top 5? What are we thinking?
Moving into our top 5, I will go first.
Jarbo's up first.
Once again. So if you'll direct your attention to the screen, at number 5, I have the
Dave Winfield.
Yeah, I have the San Diego Padres uniforms from.
It's like the 84.
70s and 80s.
I can't remember.
Late 70s, early 80s.
It's rough though, just the yellow with the. I don't know. It's at 5, so it's
The
in
old
the back,
Jack Murphy Stadium.
but I don't like it. At number 4.
Oh,
The
lost my lunch.
Canadians, yeah, that's just not.
Trying to imitate
is that the
US
Maple
with the
Leafs
colors?
or the?
I mean, no,
it's got to be the Maple Leafs with the leaf on front. or-
That is the Toronto Maple Leafs.
it is the Maple Leafs.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought it was the Canadian. This is screwing me up, but what is that? Like, I don't.
It's a bad fashion statement.
Pretended to be American.
That's why it's here. I'm just not a fan of that.
Oh,
this one
I don't
I
even
really
remember
hate.
these.
The lizard outfit.
I remember this one. This is when DeMar DeRozan was on the team. And
No wonder he left.
The Raptors, the Army. I mean,
I wouldn't put that damn thing on. I'd come out with the purple, and I'm like, this is what I'm wearing today.
it was to benefit like the Army or something, the military, and it was a great attempt. It was a great idea, but it doesn't look good. I'm sure it looked great on paper, but yikes, is that hideous to look at. Next one, these Mavericks silver jerseys. I'm not hearing a reaction out of you.
I've never seen these, to be
You
honest.
haven't seen that?
Doesn't really bother me.
They're not very flamboyant. I don't like them.
I think that's Steve Nash in the picture there. His face is cut off, but that was back kind of when I first started watching basketball. So, and I remember the specific silver, and it was like reflective, and no. And at number 1, absolutely these wizards.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh god, the blue on the shorts and the gold or whatever that is, and the stars. It doesn't.
Yeah, Gilbert Arenas.
It's a terrible look.
It doesn't look good to the human eye. It
No
really
wonder
doesn't.
He doesn't look very happy about it either.
No wonder he had a gun in his locker.
I'll tell you
Remember
what.
that
though,
story? That should be one of our next stories.
I'll tell you what though. He does have the matching shoes, so props to him on that. But what are you getting at here with this gun thing? Because
I'm teasing out a future one of our stories.
all right, I'd love to hear about that, but. That's my top 5 for you, gentlemen.
Your number one solid right there. Your number one solid.
That's hideous.
Because that's hideous.
Brian,
All right.
would you like to go next?
Oh, please.
All right.
Please. And you know what? This is showing that I'm not a homer for the most part. My number 5 coming in. The Bumblebee uniforms by the Pittsburgh Steelers. Come on now.
Yeah, that's...
It's like flag football type stuff right there. What are you
looks
doing?
like...
What are you doing?
They look like convicts.
Get
Like
outta
it's
here,
like
man.
Prison issue uniforms.
What
is that what
that?
is that what they like actually are?
Yeah,
Like is
that's-
that? Oh no, they're
No, it would
Bumblebee.
be-
They're Bumblebee.
Yes.
Whatever it is, whatever you want to call
Whatever
it, they're
it is.
dreadful. It goes against Steeler history and lore.
Thank God he retired. No wonder he retired.
It's hideous.
Now this one, even Allen Iverson's like, what is up with these uniforms?
See, this one I don't agree with.
There's been plenty of great Philadelphia 76ers uniforms.
This is not
This one is the most bland. Look at it.
It is bland.
It's bland.
It kind of looks like a practice uniform.
Or an old grandma just knitted it and just here, Alan, here's your jersey.
It does
for
look
that.
like kind of a practice.
That's when he made his comeback after leaving the Nets and the Nuggets and the Pistons. And he had a cup of coffee. And you know what? I actually own one of these jerseys.
Oh wow!
I do, and it's hideous.
Is that the World Football League or something?
It's like
Are you-
1933 Philadelphia Eagles. I'm pretty sure they were still called the Eagles at the time.
That's Donovan McNabb.
There's number 5. Number 5 will always love you, he says. Those jerseys are hideous, but I still own a Brian Westbrook jersey of that one. That's putrid. What are the Phillies doing here?
This
Look at Pete
is
Rose.
terrible.
Look at the mean mug on Pete Rose right there.
That just reeks 1970s.
Oh man, look at, and you know what? He doesn't deserve to be wearing those.
Young Mike
jerseys.
Schmidt.
What is
Tug
that?
McGraw on that team.
Hey, remember the jerseys back in the day? They were polyester. They were thick as a mother effer, and you'd be playing on that summer turf out there.
Yeah, I can agree with you 100%. This is terrible, but
gross.
it's not your number 1.
No, my number 1. Here we go. Shave, Chipper. Shave. What are you doing? What's that soul patch?
What about the jersey, though?
I don't.
What's this got to do with this guy?
It's a classic jersey.
The Braves. That's look. I don't want to be too politically
This is a little
correct.
division hatred.
It's insulting. It's insulting. They're politically incorrect with the Braves. I truly don't believe that. But I will say,
What is this they
the
got
Braves
going
can go to hell. The tomahawk chop.
Oh.
I'm going to hurt some friends' feelings with this. I'm going to hurt my Uncle Joe's feelings with this. That is the most hideous jersey I've ever seen in my entire life.
Really?
It's hideous. And get it out of here, Rich. Get it out of here, Rich.
All right, let's go.
Thank you.
All right,
And
Sonny.
here we go.
I don't know. I don't agree with this.
5. The Philadelphia Flyers. Now,
I don't agree
way
with
back
this
in the
either.
70s, they had the same jersey. They didn't wear hockey shorts. They wore hockey pants.
And the Yankees.
But back in the day or present, just the logo. What is that?
I love this jersey.
hell
I
is
like
that?
the sweater. I should say
Unique.
sweater.
It's unique. Unique.
Never been
New
a
York.
fan, even when I was a kid.
Like they say in the movie Anchorman.
It's. I think
But it's
that
not my number 1. It's fine.
fair enough. Yeah,
this is a hockey
Like
puck
slide on
right
that.
here, and they connected like the puck with the side of the P, and then it's like flying. Like
This
wings.
is only fair because I had you on the ejected seat. So it's
Never liked the Flyers.
Tomato.
I really
tomato.
like these.
And up next, the early 80s, through the mid 80s, the combination of the red, the yellow, and the orange, it's just like, it's like an acid trip. I mean, that's Mike Scott exulting in victory right there. He's known to scuff the baseball. Sandpaper.
Remember that pitcher for the Pirates that actually threw a no-hitter while he was on acid?
Yes, I forgot his name.
Doc Ellis.
That's it, Doc
Yes.
Ellis.
Good work by Doc Ellis.
Yeah, this I'm glad they don't wear these anymore.
You believe that shit, Rich? Rich, swear to God. This might have to be another one of our stories coming up. I won't spoil it for you.
Okay.
But Doc Ellis threw a no-hitter on acid.
And up
That is
next,
crazy. This is the worst pick I've ever seen. For this.
we discussed this a couple weeks ago, and I know our buddy Rich likes these. This is what a 12-year-old would like.
Oh,
This is like Sesame Street. First of all, the numbers have different colors.
exactly. That's
Yeah, all right. It's so Miami.
I know what you mean. I don't mind it. But I
This
get where
is
you're
not going to
coming
work
from.
up in Boston, New York, Chicago, Philly. No way. On Broad Street in Philadelphia, you think this is going to work?
No. I love the Miami Vice jerseys, though, by the Miami Heat. I got to say.
Not a fan.
you don't like those
Like
either.
Don Johnson. You know Don Johnson.
Of course.
Yeah.
Miami Vice.
But the number, here's the thing. I'm not done talking about this one, all right? Because the numbers are customizable. You know, like all the players pick those, and they even got this thing in Miami. It's super cool. It's a jersey lab, and you can customize your jersey right there, and you can put whatever style of number you want, whatever numbers, whatever name you want on the back. It's the coolest. It's very expensive, but it's very cool as well. But I was really shocked.
We're back to the NHL.
I do have one of those jerseys.
In the 1990s, the New York Islanders, as you know, I'm a Ranger fan, they wanted to pay homage to the longshoremen out in Long Island. Good attempt, looking out, paying homage to them, as I said. But that's the Gorton's Fishermen on their damn logo. At the Garden, we would chant, "We want fish sticks" at a Ranger Islander game. Luckily, they did away with that. That was about 25, 26 years ago.
That's painful.
It's very painful. And off to the worst. We got a little duplicate here. My man, Brian.
Smart minds think alike.
Correct.
Yeah.
This looks like Cell Block 4 is released for afternoon, recreation. They're playing another prison. This is disgusting, quite frankly.
I was going to put it on
hideous
mine.
jersey.
I was going to put it on mine too, but I figured you guys already had it. Like,
Even the
I
pants.
swear this would have been my number one.
Those are the pants of like a hospital orderly. What the hell is this?
Oh, the pants are bad. I didn't even look at the pants. They're like khakis.
It looks like John Harbaugh's khakis that he gets from friggin' Dickies.
Yeah, those are not.
This is like an all-time worst uniform.
I'm surprised, and you know what? I actually don't hate these jerseys, but I'm surprised neither of you two had those Tampa Bay Buccaneers orange creamsicle jerseys.
That might have been an honorable mention.
I actually kind of like a good retro jersey. What was the favorite jersey either of you two have ever owned? What's your go-to?
The Miami mashup jersey.
And whose name is it?
It's Tyler Hero.
Tyler Hero. That's your favorite jersey of all time.
I wanted the Bam Adebayo one, but it was sold out, so I settled with Tyler
That's the
Hero.
favorite jersey you've ever owned.
I think. Yeah, I've definitely owned. Yeah.
Okay.
I have like 10 jerseys, and I don't know. I have a Hershey Bears jersey. It's pretty cool.
Pretty
I really
badass.
like
the
that.
minor
one.
league hockey up in the
Yeah,
AHL.
I have a Philip Grubauer jersey from when he played there, and he was on the Caps for a little bit. Now he's with the. Do you know? I think the Kraken. I think. the Seattle Kraken.
I really don't pay attention to hockey until Stanley Cup playoffs right now.
He's kind of he was back there, but he was good on the Bears. I loved him. Number 34, I believe, but that's probably my favorite.
1984 Aqua Dan Marino jersey.
Oh, that's
with
a good
the old
one.
logo.
That's a good one. That's a solid program right there.
Stripes, everything.
This one right here.
There it is.
I think my dad has this.
One over to the right.
I have a custom Cavaliers jersey. It says Jar Buckets on the back because my name is Jarbo.
And I was probably 7 at the time. I did have a Sean Kemp jersey, the goofy
Sonics.
one. A real bland logo, Sean Kemp. I'll let you bring this up right here. It was the white one.
Oh.
But
the lighter green were the better ones. That's what they wore in the 70s.
The green, this one?
Yep. Had one of those bad boys.
I don't like that.
No, it was bland as hell, but you could buy it at Kohl's or what was Clover at the time for $20 at the time. My favorite jersey, and I still wear it, and somehow it still fits me. I wore it in high school. It shows my age. Allen Iverson blue 2000 replica jersey. Or I should say alternate jersey.
This is what I have. I have one of these.
No, you don't.
It's not like real, but I do have one.
What?
Good Lord.
Click on it.
I like
Click
it.
on it,
I like
please.
it.
Click. You really?
You live in Hawaii.
I swear to God, I have one.
I need to.
I love it,
dude.
Oh,
it was like $10 too.
You still own this?
$9.99
It's hanging up on my wall. right now.
Will you wear it next week?
I might.
Will you bring it next week?
Oh, we have
got
a caller.
Caller.
We got a caller right here. We got a caller right here. Caller, where are you calling from?
Havertown, Pennsylvania.
Is this Mr. Matt Guerri, brother?
Yes, sir.
What's up, brother? All right, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to kick off our first segment of Roast the Host right here. We got our caller, Matt Guerri from Havertown, Pennsylvania, big Philadelphia enthusiast, going up against one of our hosts, Rich Jarbo. We're going to be doing this every week. Rich is going this week, Sonny going next week, I'll be going the following week. And let's kick some ass and take names.
All right.
Guerri, are you ready for this?
About as ready as I can be.
All right.
Yes.
So we got to set up
Confidence.
We got to set up a stopwatch right here.
You want me to do it?
No, because you got to leave the room.
I gotta leave the room?
You got to leave the
All right.
room. You can't hear these questions.
All right, that's
Get
fair.
the hell out of here, man. What are you doing?
You want me to set up the stop?
Nope.
You guys handle it. I'm leaving.
Sonny, can you set up an? I can do this on my phone. Here's what we're gonna do, folks. We're gonna set up.
me back when you need me.
We'll signal you back and make sure you can't hear us. Get out of here, man. What is he doing?
Yeah,
Dude,
scram, will you?
Yeah, scram. Mush. Sonny, can you set up a 90-second stop clock on your phone
Yes.
by any chance? Now, Matt, it's going to be Matt Guerri from Havertown, Pennsylvania. It's going to be 5 questions in order. We're going starting with MLB, NFL, NBA, NHL, then March Madness. Now, you can pass on a question. You can come back to it if need be. Sonny will start the clock after I repeat the first question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, 5 questions coming at you. First one, MLB. The New York Yankees have retired 21 jersey numbers in their entire existence between the numbers of 1 and 51. Name one of those numbers that is not retired between the numbers 1 and 51. Go.
Just the number?
Just the number.
42.
Incorrect. NFL. When was the last season an NFC East team claimed consecutive division wins?
$2008.
Incorrect. NBA. Top 12 all-time scoring list. 5 of the 12 of the top 12 scoring list have never played for the Lakers. Give me 2.
I'm going to have to pass on that.
Pass on that. Coming back. NHL. Gretzky, Howe, 1 and 2 in all-time goals. Give me 2 from the rest of the top 10.
1 minute.
2 from the rest of the top 10 in goals and assists.
Nope, just all-time goals. Gretzky, Howe, 1, 2 all-time goals. Give me 2 of the rest.
Brett Hall and... Why am I drawing a blank on this? Ejection.
Boom, nailed it. March Madness. Last team to win back-to-back NCAA men's titles.
10 seconds.
The hint is post-2000. It's an SEC school. Last team to win back-to-back NCAA men's titles.
To win back-to-back. I'm going to say Duke.
Nope. SEC school. Incorrect.
I don't know.
You got 1 out of 5. Not terrible. Not terrible.
I don't get a repeat on the.
I'll give you a repeat on the NBA top 12 all-time scoring list. 5 of the 12 on the top 12 scoring list have never played for the Lakers. Give me 2. We're over the time limit. I'll give you 5 seconds. You're missing a big one on here.
I couldn't even tell you. I'm going to say Jordan and James Harden.
Nope, you nailed one of them, though. You got 1 out of 5. Not terrible. Not terrible. All right.
Bringing Rich back?
Bring Rich back. The March Madness was
And what
Florida.
about
All right.
the
Here we go. Here comes Rich. All right, here comes Rich.
I actually couldn't hear anything.
Yeah. All
I
right.
could see everyone moving there.
All right. So we won't. Matt did pretty good. We won't tell you how he did.
Oh.
You got a tough act to follow here, my friend. You got 90 seconds. Sonny, can I get another 90 seconds on the phone right there?
You want me to do it? I got it.
The New York Yankees have retired 21 jersey numbers between the numbers of 1 and 51. Name one of the numbers that is not retired between 1 and 51.
Oh, wow. I'm thinking 40s. I'm thinking 42.
Incorrect. NFL, when was the last season an NFC East team claimed consecutive division wins?
Oh, God. When was the last what? What was the last
When
team?
was the last season an NFC East team claimed consecutive division wins?
2012.
Incorrect.
I don't know.
NBA, top 12 all-time scoring list. 5 of the 12 on the all-time top scoring list have never played for the Lakers. Give me 2 of them.
5?
5 of the 12 never played for the Lakers.
Michael Jordan and Dirk.
Got one. NHL, Wayne Gretzky, Gordie Howe, 1-2 in all-time goals scored in the NHL. Give me 2 from the rest of the top 10.
Alex Ovechkin. And yikes. I'm gonna pass.
March Madness, the last team to win back-to-back NCAA men's titles. Hint, it's post-2000.
Villanova.
It's an SEC school. Incorrect. You guys tie at 1 right now. Gueri, are you still on the phone?
I'm out of time.
I'm still here.
Okay. So, Rich,
We get 1 for 5.
NHL all-time goal-scoring leaders. We're going back to the top 10. We're going back to the top 10 here.
You too.
How many out of the top 10 are Canadian natives?
Oh, that's a good question. All right.
Just top 10.
Just the top 10. How many out of the top 10 all-time NHL goal scorers are Canadian natives?
Can I at least get a hint as to what the names are? And no, that would be unfair. Right?
That would be unfair.
We just guess the number and whoever's closest.
No, you're already in the
this
you're
is
already
for
in the lead
me.
with Iguodala. So,
Oh, yeah, shit. Well, he knew that one, so.
all right. Well, do you want to do this? Rich has first guess. Let's do this because we're just making this up as we go along at this point. This is goofy, but at the same time, it's still fun.
This is all getting snaked out of here, so it's all right. Most of this.
That's why I'm being freely talking.
I think Gueri's in the lead right now, Rich.
You should have.
He managed to get the Andre Iguodala title.
I promise you, I had.
We should have had you. I know.
I had it before he even.
We
said
should have got you out of the room for
Ask
that.
a question. He'll think about it. I'll write it down, so that I can't lie.
All right, right now, write this down. 'cause
I'll write it.
He
I'll
didn't
write
say
it in the search bar.
Gueri, don't say an answer right now.
And then you tell us both to say an answer at the same time.
Think of your answer. Rich is going to type this on the computer screen. I'll tell you guys when to go.
Oh, so, all right.
So just don't say it.
I need the answer within 10 seconds.
Oh,
just
shit,
to avoid the Google. Out of the top 10.
I'm not gonna. You're looking at my
I
screen.
know. So what's your number?
What?
Pick a number.
Oh, is it the same question?
Same question, both of you.
Boom. That's my number.
Boom. That's his number. Gueri, what's your number?
I'm going to say 3.
Oh. Rich takes that. Rich had 4. You had 3. Top 10 Canadians.
That's like 6.
Gretzky.
What was your number, 4?
7.
7.
Oh, wow, really?
7 in the top 10. And what I thought you were going to butcher. I thought you were going to say Mario Lemieux for that other question that we asked about the NHL.
No, I should have said Yammer Yager and Ovechkin.
Yep. Ovechkin
But
3,
for some
Yager
reason,
4, Brett Hull, and then
Brett
you
Hull
got
popped in my head.
and you got Marcel Dion, Phil Esposito, Mike Gartner, former Ranger, Mark Messier, another former Ranger, and Stevie Yzerman, former Detroit Red Wing.
I didn't even know that many.
Yeah, okay. That's interesting. Yeah. Went well.
We're gonna be better prepared next time.
Oh, this was a good test trial. That was a goddamn good test trial. You're gonna have another chance at this,
yeah.
Guero. But a solid program.
I'd like a redemption tour.
Yeah, a solid program nonetheless. Good work by you, my man. All right, so we're doing our podcast bracket right now. and it pretty much comes down to Rich and I. If Villanova wins, I win. If Duke wins, he wins. We should put some money on this. Am I right?
There is money on it already.
Well, what's the money? We're going to do
money
it.
on. Who should I put money on?
Well, I'm nervous about Villanova after the Justin.
See, I'm
Moore
not nervous at all.
Villanova?
So you've already lost.
I will certainly root for them, but yeah, with what is it, Justin Moore going down?
Yeah, that's not good for them.
They're not too deep of a team, man.
No, and it's frustrating. But I mean, I'll bet money against Rich because I just want to take his money. That's pretty much what it comes down to.
You know, they made a good point today on the radio. You know, Jay Wright's a good coach, and they don't play with what? They only play 6 players, right? I think that's what they rotate or whatever.
Yeah, before the Justin Moore injury, they had the rotation. You had Caleb Daniels coming off the bench. You got Archie Diacono's little brother coming off the bench. And then you got
and they're saying he's going to have to step up, right?
So it's going to be interesting. We'll see. Yeah. I already cashed out my winnings legally through the New Jersey gamble site. I won't be betting on them this time, but I'm certainly not going to bet against them. I'll bet against Rich. Rich, I want the $20.
$20 on
no, whoever wins our bracket challenge, me or you.
Oh, I thought $20 on
$20, me or you.
Nothing. I'm betting on myself. What do you mean?
So there we go. All right, we got witnesses.
Why would I bet against myself?
We got witnesses now. All right, so we got a 20 spot. We got a little Andrew Jackson spot. What are your thoughts on Will Smith?
I think he's a bitch for doing that.
and we will certainly use that, my friend.
It's just sad. The celebrities can do whatever they want. Like, you know, if it was anybody else or anybody other type of social class, that person would have been escorted out of there. But meanwhile, this dude still got his award and made a tearful apology without even apologizing to Chris Rock. It is what it is.
They're talking about taking the Oscar away from him.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yes. So that might happen.
That's stupid.
They shouldn't, but they were talking about it because.
Did I see the movie? No. So I don't know if he deserves it or not. But.
Me neither.
He did.
Apparently, he was good.
Yeah, he deserves an Oscar even before this movie. I don't know.
He had 60% of the votes, I think.
The thing with me is, like, he's in an open relationship. It's like, all right, yeah, sure, you can bang my wife, but don't talk about her bald head.
There's a joke in there somewhere. We won't go there. That's too good. All right, we're going to wrap this thing up. Thank you so much for calling in, homie. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. No problem.
Absolutely.
Hope to be a part of it soon again.
Talk to you soon. A little redemption run for you.
Next topic. Oh, March Madness. We got to get into it.
So
officially,
we got 20 on the line, right?
We got 20 on the line.
You and me.
For who wins the bracket?
Yeah, because we don't. The good news is everybody else is suckers right now.
No one's even close.
We don't have to give away a $25 gift card right now.
Absolutely. If I win, I'm throwing it into another challenge.
Oh, I'm totally with you. We can find up another challenge.
All right. So how it sits right now. All right. I'm at 1. You're at 2. I have 800 points. You have 700.
If Villanova loses, I'm out.
That is correct.
That's out.
So here's what needs to happen.
You just need Duke to win. You need either Villanova.
If Duke goes all the way out, I've won.
You win.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which will happen for sure.
Get the hell.
So I have Duke.
You got Duke, Kansas.
I have Duke, Kansas, and Villanova in my Final Four. Kentucky did not make it. That really put me back.
That makes 2 of us.
If Kentucky wouldn't have gotten eliminated, you had Kentucky.
I think we have the same Final Four.
You're right. Actually, we talked about it. Yeah, if that wouldn't have happened, I guess we'd still be tied, probably, but probably not.
But it just shows how intelligent we are.
Anyway, yeah.
It shows how intelligent we are.
Anyway, so I need either. All right. So if Villanova goes to the championship, and Duke goes as well, I will be. All right, we'll be tied still. I'll have 800 and you'll have 800. Unless you have Duke in the championship, right?
I have Villanova beating Duke.
Doesn't matter. We'll be tied at the championship if it says Duke versus Villanova. In that case, it will come down to who wins the championship. Because I have Duke, you have Villanova winning, right? I have Kansas in the championship.
I'm praying it's Villanova versus Duke.
I think
That'll make it
Kansas.
even that much
If
more
Villanova
interesting.
loses, it's over.
I'm nervous. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's the only scenario in which you would win. I think if Villanova wins. If Duke loses, if North Carolina goes, you'll also win.
I've never.
So if North Carolina goes through and Villanova goes through, you'll win. You'll win because
That was one of the most painful wins I've ever watched because I wasn't happy after that game. After that
the
Villanova
UNC.
win.
Oh, Villanova.
After Villanova made it to the Final Four, I was not happy after seeing Justin Moore blowing out his Achilles with 39 seconds left in the game. I almost got choked up.
Oh, that's right.
Because you hate to see that for an
Yeah.
athlete. He's a junior right now. He was probably going to be a first-round pick. Still might be.
At the end,
Selfishly,
too.
I'm hoping he comes back for another year.
Yeah. I don't know if I watched that. I watched a lot of the Elite Eight games, but I don't know if I watched that one just because I was at a wedding in Virginia, so I didn't have that much time.
You're not proposing, are you?
No.
Whoa.
I was at a wedding. Me and my cousin Mike. They had the actual wedding, and then the day before they had like drinks, like social drinks or whatever. And and we were there, and we were just like. We were kind of getting a little,
What do you mean by social drinks?
Like I don't know what you call it. Like it was like just
they're having alcohol.
Obviously.
All right.
But like it was just like social. Like you just sit there and talk, and go around.
Kind of like we are right now. Yeah.
But you meet people that you haven't seen in a while, whatever. And we were like towards the end. We just had a phone right here on the table. We were just watching
social
March Madness.
drinks.
We were just watching the game. Me and a few of my cousins actually, and it was very entertaining. That was the night that St. Peter's made it through. Who did they beat?
Have you partaked in alcohol?
I have not. I don't drink, but anyway.
We'll take care of this, folks. Don't worry.
That was the night that St. Peter's beat somebody to go into the UNC.
Yeah, the upset and into the Elite Eight, and that was a fun story to watch.
That was
Jersey
I was
City
surprised
crew,
they won.
and they almost knocked off
I forget who they
Kansas,
played.
right?
They played UNC. No, they played Kansas.
Yeah.
UNC played Iowa State.
But now you got UNC Duke coming up.
Iowa State played Miami. I don't know. It was so long ago.
Yeah, it's a cluster. But all we really care about is that you and I are top two in the podcast bracket.
That's right.
Because the rest of you can't hang.
Let's go see. No, we got to call some people out. Who got last? Let's see. Let's check it out real quick.
Well,
go to my groups. That was a fun
some
little
people just
challenge.
aren't as sophisticated as us, Rich.
Gabe. Gabe got last. Gabe's one of my guys. Gabe, a lot of my friends are on.
I was hearing a lot of trash talking. I won't say shit talking, although I just did. From a couple of my buddies who were in the bracket, and they're like, "Oh, I'm in first right now."
Yeah.
My buddy Dylan's in second.
Last.
Yeah, I said, you know what? Just wait for Villanova to come down the stretch.
Gabe went last. Sonny got 10th place.
Sonny was not happy about his picks.
Yeah, no, he had Gonzaga and winning. My buddy Tommy got 9th. He doesn't know nothing about.
What do we got for us? I hate to rub it in.
Then my girlfriend.
I hate to rub it in these fans' face.
Oh, we're going to.
Well, we should.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
no,
kind of what we're here for. Maybe we could just rub some top 10 in their face, some ejection dunks on these people, and just throw it down on them, much like we did for the March Madness bracket.
Yeah, a lot of March Madness in this.
We posterized a lot of people in that bracket.
Yeah, we did. So let's get into it.
If you're not first or second, you're last.
The top 10 plays here. Number 10, we got Christian Braun. Just a little poster dunk on this big fella here. It's chill. It's number 10.
He was not happy about that.
No, yeah. Number 9 here, we got David McCormack. Performing on both ends. This is this team. Pass to David, and there's the dunk.
Nice dish. This is what I'm worried about with Kansas.
That was
Villanova
pretty big.
facing Kansas.
That was pretty big.
Villanova's going to get exposed.
This one I saw on Instagram. Look at this kid. Just gets. Oh my god.
So rewind that. Rewind that. What?
What do you have to say?
How do you? tripped over his own feet.
It got broken.
Yo,
Oh
Holmes.
my God.
What are you doing?
Oh, and slid into the
Bozo.
other team's chairs. Number 7. Colin Gillespie here. With Gillespie, sorry, with this pull-up
Yeah, you're goddamn. He doesn't wear pull-ups. He's a
villain.
man.
on your Villanova squad there. Number 6, back to David McCormack. This was a pretty big, solid moment in here. He gets the board right here. Offensive rebound. Goes up in traffic and one. Place went wild.
There's a lot of Kansas highlights here.
Oh, yeah. This one's in the NBA. Daniel Tice here gets this nice block on the Jordan Clarkson dunk.
Mama.
Yeah, that was... Oh.
Oh, snuffed.
Yeah, that was
Take
nice.
care. Comb your hair.
Number 4, we got Isaiah Wong on Miami with this nice scoop layup here in traffic. Pretty much double teamed right there. Gets it off anyway.
He almost got the Wong and Wong right there.
That was nice. Jordan Poole here, number 3, breaks Kyle Lowry.
He's swimming. Atta boy.
And it only counts almost a push off, but it wasn't. Number 2 here, we got Luka through the 5-hole. Just like that, right through his legs. We're going to see that from a different angle. Oh, look at that pass.
Luckily, it went through the 5-hole.
Absolutely. And at number 1, we got Jalen Williams taking the number 1 spot here with this absolutely disgusting poster
Oh, yeah.
on Duke. But you know what's good about that is Duke would win that game. So who really came out on top here?
Hog Suey right there by the Razorback. That was
That
beautiful.
was our ejected top 10 plays of the week. It's a great, it was solid. A lot of March Madness.
Solid 10. You can't go wrong with the March Madness this time of year.
Absolutely.
And you know what else you can't go wrong with right now? We'll close it out with this. Winning Time.
Winning time.
Episode 4 last night.
Fantastic.
I
really
can't
good.
get enough. The worst is when the episode ends. Because I want more and more and more. And I hope it's more than one season. We'll see.
I don't see it as being more than one season.
Because it's still early, though. They haven't even... They're 4 episodes in, and they haven't even gotten to the regular season yet. Which is why
You're right.
I'm beginning to think there might be... Look, this obviously won't be like a series like Friends or Cheers or Seinfeld. It's not going 10 seasons because it's unnecessary.
I'm thinking 2.
I could see 2.
3
I'd be
max.
happy with that. But
that'd be awesome.
And I got a crush on Jeannie Buss. I gotta tell you.
Oh, Jeannie
She
Buss.
is an underrated smoke show.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to her. I forget the actress's name who's playing Jeannie Buss, but you know
Seen
what?
her
Good
in
work
some
by you.
things.
That's good work by you, Miss Jeannie Buss.
Miss Jeannie
John C.
Buss.
Reilly does a great job. He would have never punched Chris Rock in the face. He would have gone up there and accepted Best Actor.
Absolutely.
I think that's an Emmy, though, not an Oscar, or whatever it is.
Yeah, because it's TV, so I think it's Emmy. But also with Winning Time, the season starts. I don't know if you watched like the sneak peek for the next episode, but it has some clips of John C. Reilly in like the stands for the regular season.
Oh, no shot. I did see that.
They just started kind of like creating the forum and stuff, and I think the next one's going to be them putting it like all together.
I think the Sixers were playing the Lakers out in LA, and I saw John C. Reilly in the crowd that they flashed a shot to him. But what a phenomenal job he's doing as Dr. Jerry Buss, and he's
he's doing
he's got
great.
a little pep in his step, I guess you could say.
No, it's good.
Ladies man.
The next episode looks exciting. Not going to close it out just yet because I do want to discuss this with you.
Oh yeah.
You saw this?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Jeez, and that's the only angle I could get to get not copyrighted.
Now here's the thing. I don't mind that.
You don't mind it?
I
Because
don't.
it's creating some serious issues for them. They're on a 6-game losing streak right now.
Now you saw the documentary The Last Dance. There's a bunch of teams. I will say this. There's a bunch of teams that win, much like the Bulls back did in the 90s. And I'm sure even, you remember Draymond with the Warriors when KD was there. These guys will get into it. I'd rather see you get into it and voice your opinion. Be like, Rich, I thought your top 10 was shit tonight. All right?
Yeah. I would rather
I
see
thought your
that.
top 10 was shit tonight.
I thought
You know what I mean?
I'd rather see that
But
too.
no, but you get what I'm saying. Let's make it better.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not your top 10. You know what I mean?
It's right.
They're all in this together. And I respect the fiery and intensity. I don't think Jimmy Butler...
It's Spo and Haslam against Jimmy Butler right now. It was in that video. You couldn't really hear it because it was from a fan's perspective, but it was just a lot of like, "I'll beat your ass" talk.
Yeah, a lot of
Like
Chris
actual-
Rock, Will
like-
Smith, and nobody got smacked in the face.
Yeah, like not like on the court as in like fighting. Like
Right.
They're really heated.
I can respect. They're getting ready for the playoffs. That's what I took from that. To be honest with you,
Well,
I'm not
lost-
a Miami Heat fan. I know.
They've lost 6 games since that.
They've
so.
slipped a little bit since then, but are they still the 1 seed right now, as of tonight?
No, they are not anymore. I don't think so.
Rich?
The Sixers are tied, by the way, at the 2 seed.
For the 2 seed with Milwaukee.
I don't think
Miami's
they
still
actually
number 1.
are. Okay, they must have won last night then.
Yep. Well, and the Sixers
right.
lost. The Sixers have played 2 less games than the Heat.
Right.
They're tied in the loss column.
All right. Yeah, they won. They won last.
Top 3, Heat, Sixers, Bucks, all tied with 28 losses. Heat have played 2 more games than both the Sixers and the Bucks. Sixers and the Bucks not on national TV tonight. Why? Well, let's watch the Lakers.
So wait, why? So Boston, by the way, snuck up.
Boston
Didn't even
is
notice them. Probably the best defensive
both still
team.
hanging around. Cavaliers
league.
kind of falling back down to earth, but it's between 1 and 4. Everybody's separated by 1 game.
Yeah, Boston actually has more wins than us. They're 47 and 29.
It's a
and
tight race.
We're 46 and 28.
It's a tight race.
But yeah, our win percentage is better, so we get the seed. But so as of now, we would almost play Brooklyn. It's Charlotte and Brooklyn are tied right now.
Here's where I'm at when it comes to the Sixers.
That's going to happen first round. I'm calling it.
I know you're a Sixers fan. I'm a Sixers fan.
That's scary.
I'm not believing anything until I see it. I'm not jumping on board. I'm not laying any money down on the Sixers because I don't trust them. Villanova, I do trust. Up until, well, I mean, that's why I cashed out my winnings.
So do you really trust them then?
I'm not betting on them
I understand.
on Saturday. I can't.
I understand.
When you lose Justin Moore like that, that's a big cog in your offense and your defense. Leadership. It's not, look at it. I'll bet you.
I am scared that the Sixers are going to die first round. I really am scared.
I'm scared they're not going to make the Eastern Conference Finals. Because if that happens again, let me ask you
I
this.
don't know if they'll beat the Suns. I mean, I know that wouldn't be until the championship, but like...
But let me put it to you this way. If the Sixers don't make the Eastern Conference Finals, Doc Rivers loses his job. No?
No, right?
What?
Yes, correct.
Yes. Doc Rivers should lose his job if they don't make the Eastern Conference Finals.
I don't think so. I don't think there's any scenario that he loses his job right now because he got him to the 2. I mean, not him, but like he was a part of the team that got him to the 2 seed. So like he is.
You're saying
doing
any
well.
scenario. So if the Sixers get knocked out in the first round.
Oh, and if they go on 4, then in the first round.
If the Sixers lose in the first round,
Right.
Doc Rivers keeps his job?
I think so. Yeah, I wouldn't do that either, honestly. Like, we throwing out more bets? I don't think so. Like, it's no way. It's kind of more based on the regular season.
There's no way Doc Rivers keeps his job if he doesn't get further than Brett Brown. They've been hyping this guy up all along, and he's not.
Did Brett Brown get fired or step down?
Brett Brown got fired.
I thought he got fired.
Brett Brown got fired.
That's interesting.
It.
Maybe I should. No, I'm not.
Maybe rightfully so.
Because Doc, I don't think with his
Doc
track
has a pedigree.
record,
He's gotten teams, and he has a history of choking. And that's the frustrating part.
He does.
You have Embiid, who's having a monster year. You just bring in James Harden. Tyrese Maxey looks like a fucking monster. All right? Tyrese Maxey looks like a fucking monster.
Yeah.
And the only thing you need right now is coaching.
100%. Yeah.
And maybe Danny Green to step up.
But you need
Tobias, where's he been?
That's Danny Green is he's fallen off since the Lakers. Since that year, like I don't know why we picked him.
He's fallen off since he started his podcast.
He gets an occasional.
I'm sure it's a nice
three.
podcast. I haven't really listened to it.
He gets an occasional
Sure, ours is
three
better.
in there. Ours probably is better. He gets an occasional 3 in there, which is great, but he can't stay consistent. And that's where. So it's not all on coaching. Most of it, yes,
I
but
know,
like
but it's-
if the players aren't playing well, which happens, then it's their fault. But he does have a history. I don't like Doc Rivers' coaching style. I don't like the way he uses his timeouts. I think he uses them very poorly.
Spoelstra always seems to get it to work, and
Spoelstra's good though.
I know.
Yeah.
And it's frustrating because Spoelstra almost seems like a young Pat Riley from the series winning time that we're talking about.
Yeah.
That Pat Riley character is so great. Adrian Brody. I'm waiting. That show is phenomenal. Is it Sunday yet? Because I need
Sunday at 9.
episode 5 right now.
Yeah, no, it's good. I loved it. I strongly suggest anyone. I would pay the $10 for the HBO for it. It's good. I don't have to because I get it with my TV provider.
We got to come up with some questions for Roast the Host next week because that was good
We
tonight.
do.
It's going to be good.
But with that being said, everyone please like, subscribe, and comment. Tell us what you want to see, what you want to hear, what you want us to do, what challenges you want, anything you want. Leave us comments, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. Do it all, please. And of course, have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching here at Ejected Podcast.